What are you wearing?
A Canadian tuxedo.
Canadian
I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
To all you Blues fans, we're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
Presented by Scott Credit Union. Yours.
BlueNote Fan Report. Hello. Hi, everyone. I am Guy, the White Wood Fan. And joining me today, like always, is my co-host, Justin Eagle Eye Scott. How are you doing today, Justin?
Doing okay. How about you?
I had a really rough night, man. I didn't get to sleep till like 4:30 this morning, and then didn't sleep very well, but then I got yelled at by my doctor because I drink too much Coke Zero. But hey, you know what else can I say? I'm ready to start the show. Are you ready to start the show?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Jets, Jets, Jets. We need a missile to sink them, buddy. We need a missile today. We need a Steinberg rookie lap and first goal missile. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it'd be great to see. I figured, we talked about this. I figured that Stenberg was going to get his first game against the Jets. I figured that was going to happen. I don't see why they would have waited till the next game. I just feel like you need to get him in. Blues are hurting for roster guys right now, so you're going to have to see different looks. Like, no disrespect to Hugh McGing, who got sent down to the to AHL again, but Stenberg, I think, is going to do some good for the Blues tonight.
Hofer versus Hallebuck tonight. Hopefully it's going to be. I mean, they're saying Hofer earned this. I get it. I honestly would have rather seen Bennington tonight since it is the Jets. Bennington gets tomorrow against the Rangers. I mean, you can't blame the last game on Hofer. I mean, he did give a couple soft ones, but there were other people who didn't do their jobs either. So I'm not gonna. I mean,
it wasn't. It wasn't a good game from from a hockey standpoint. I mean, you had Dvorsky was your best player on the ice. I mean, and that's fantastic to see. But you want your guys to show up. I don't think a few guys had bad games. Like, there was some guys that were still decent, but just didn't get on the scoreboard. Dvorsky was the one who got on the score sheet. But yeah, last game was not something to write home about. Hofer did give up two weak ones in the last one, but I mean, as for how he's played very good, and I do think that's kind of how you should play. I think he has earned the start here. I think when you come down to the end of it, when we play the Jets in Winnipeg, I full-heartedly believe that Bennington will get those games.
Okay, and I'm with you. I get that too. I don't have a problem with Hofer starting today. I don't. Would I like to have seen Bennington? Yeah. Am I upset that Hofer's starting? No. So, I mean, that's kind of is what it is. A lot of Swedes on the team today. We have Sundqvist, Boberg, Steinberg, and then the new pickup, Jonathan Berggren. I think I said that right.
Yeah, Jonathan Berggren, I believe is how you say it.
Yeah.
Berggren.
Yeah, we got him on waivers from Detroit. I saw a couple of fans kind of upset that I write sometimes, or my show goes on I forget the name of the group now. Damn guy, why is your head Coast to Coast Hockey on the group Coast to Coast Hockey, and I saw some people, kind of upset that they couldn't get a trade for him. Yeah, but the thing is, teams aren't going to trade if they know you're going to put them on waivers, right? If they know you're going to put them on waivers, a team is not going to make a trade. And that's all there is to it.
Well, and I didn't know, I don't know too much about Berggren. We played him when we played the Red Wings this season, because Berggren did end up scoring. I believe the goal that he scored was just kind of a fluky bounce. I think that just ended up in the front of the net where he just picked it up. But I don't know too much about Berggren's game. I think it's a solid pickup, just for the bottom six guys. My problem is the Blues fans. And I've talked about this, and I've harped on this because I truly believe it. I've heard a lot of complaints. Like a lot of Red Wings fans were like, I wish this kid good luck. Like, he's got potential. This kid is a decent player. He just needs a new change of scenery. I hope he does well in St. Louis. That's pretty, wholesome coming from Red Wings fans, considering the rivalry there. But a lot of Blues fans, this is the best you got, Armstrong. This is all you got. I'm like, I mean, if Armstrong and Steen sat on their hands and didn't do anything, you would have said, the Blues and Armstrong and Steen didn't do nothing. So then you'd be complaining about that. So at least the Blues are actually trying to change things up and trying to get players to fill the roster with guys out. I mean, they're trying.
Yeah.
So
he held a sit down with some of the reporters yesterday. Hold on a second. You know what? I'm gonna have to give you the show for a few minutes. I got to talk to one of my daughters. Can you handle it?
Yeah, I should be fine. I know.
Okay, I'll be back shortly. Oh, by the way, we did. Matt Lowe says, "What's up? Can't believe I missed the Deke show." I'm still giddy over that one. That was a good one.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
That was very good. Yeah, that was a very good episode. We very much enjoyed having Jordan Deacon on. She was spectacular. She's so professional at what she does. I thought what we delivered was just a great interview. We got to learn a lot about her. We didn't talk very much about Blues hockey. There wasn't much that went into that week's show. I mean, the Blues played the Blackhawks, and they won that game, and then they played the Predators, and that's where they got their ass handed to them. But I thought that the interview that we produced was very good. So if you have not got the chance to go and watch it, I would definitely go and watch it, because she's very insightful. She does a lot of behind the scenes work for the St. Louis Blues, and she's just a great listen. She does a lot of good work alongside Alex Ferrario for ESPN 101. So, but getting into kind of this game here, the like I said, the general consensus is Blues fans are not happy that this is the biggest moves that they've done. But I just feel like we're a little bit on that negative side where we're sitting there and complaining about this type of stuff. But like I said, if Armstrong and Steen were to go out and just sit on their hands and knees and just do nothing, then the Blues fans would have complained that they'd done nothing to try to change this stuff around. Obviously, I don't think Jonathan Berggren is going to be a guy that's going to be a revolutionary pickup for the St. Louis Blues, but he's a guy that has NHL experience, clearly has some fans in Detroit when he was in Detroit, and he might have needed a new change of scenery. So let's hope that he has a good game tonight. And as for Otto Stenberg, I don't think that this will result in a permanent call-up in my mind by any means. I think Stenberg might be a little bit away, not incredibly far away. I was impressed with his camp, his preseason. I thought that he was very good for the Blues. The guy that I'm actually a little worried about was Lindstein. I thought Lindstein in the training camp and preseason didn't look that great. I thought that Lindstein, I thought that he would be a little bit further in his development, but defensemen develop a little slower than forwards do. So I don't have any doubts that he's going to be a good defenseman for the Blues, but Stenberg, I'm hoping, can come in tonight and be effective. Obviously, I don't believe. I'm sure we'll go over the lines here. I don't have them pull up currently, but the St. Louis Blues, I believe, are having Stenberg play on that third line. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. I think Berggren is on that third line. They actually might have Stenberg on that second line. I do not have that pull up, and as of right now, I actually will pull that up just so I have that accessible, and we can kind of go over what we see for the lines tonight for the St. Louis Blues. So. So, for the St. Louis Blues tonight, our projected lineup is first line Robbie Fabry alongside Robert Thomas. On the wing, Pavel Buchnevich. So Pavel Buchnevich and Robert Thomas stay together on that top line, but Jake Neighbors is getting put down. He's going to be on the second line, but we're getting Robbie Fabry. So Robbie Fabry is getting put on that first line wing as a reward for kind of showing up here in St. Louis, returning back and playing well. The second line for the St. Louis Blues will be Otto Stenberg. So Otto Stenberg will be the winger alongside Dvorsky and Jake Neighbors. That's an exciting line to me. I don't know how much speed that line will bring, but that could be an interesting line with Jake Neighbors with his physical presence. I think Stenberg is going to be a creative player. And as for Dvorsky, I think that he's been very good. And I think he's going to probably be a mainstay for this Blues team, just the way that he's played. And he hasn't made too many fatal mistakes. So that's your second line tonight. Your third line tonight for the St. Louis Blues will be Braden Shin, Suter, and Berggren. That's an interesting line. They're getting trying to reunite the chemistry between Shin and Suter without the presence of Kyrou. So that's going to be a little tougher. But I'm sure Berggren's going to want to come in tonight with his first game with the Blues and try to impress. At least I would hope so. After getting claimed off of waivers, the Blues want this kid to come in and play some positive bottom 6 minutes for them. The fourth line will be Torpchenko, Oscar Sundqvist, and Matthew Joseph. No complaints there. I like all those guys. Sundqvist is a guy that's, I think, slowly but surely going to be working himself out of the lineup. As the Blues just continue to pile on more bodies, claiming people, people moving up through the ranks. I don't see Oscar Sundqvist staying on this roster, for like years to come or anything like that by any means. But that's your fourth line. Like it. Your defensive pairings. Colton Parayko is playing alongside Broberg. That defensive pairing has been very good this year. Parayko, in my mind, has not had the greatest of years, but Broberg has really elevated his game, which probably has made Colin Parayko's game look serviceable back there, if I'm completely honest. Your second pairing is Matthew Kessel and Justin Falk. So Kessel is going to be in tonight, while Tyler Tucker will be out of the lineup as a scratch tonight. So it's good. Get a little bit of a mix-up. Kessel's in there. Brings a little bit more speed back there. Cam Fowler and Logan Mailloux, they've stuck with this pairing. Logan Mailloux has been a very big bright spot for the St. Louis Blues. I thought that he's taken this Blues system and ran with it very, very much. And Joe Hofer, like we talked about in the start of the show, Hofer is going to start the game, and Montgomery thinks that he has earned it. So I think from a standpoint of, who's played better, I think Hofer does deserve this game. This is a big game because if the Blues can win this game, they don't pass Winnipeg, but they get 1 point, I believe, in range of the Jets. And if they win tonight, I don't believe the Blackhawks play tonight. So the Blackhawks lost their last game to the Maple Leafs, I believe it was. So they are staying in the spot that they are. So if the Blues can win this game, they will be ahead of the Blackhawks in 1 point behind the Winnipeg Jets.
Hey, sorry about that. My daughter went to a store to get my birthday present and wanted to make sure she got exactly what I wanted. So that's what that was. I apologize. Thank you for handling the show for me there, buddy.
Yeah, that's fine. I wasn't able to pull up any comments, so hopefully no one left. Some people were still tuned in. I don't know. Yep. I couldn't pull up the comments, so.
Yep, no, we'll get them here. Samantha Rose says, hey, Samantha, how are you? Aaron Nell says, yo. Otto and Devo. We've got Otto, Evo, and then Bergeron. I seen updated lines from, I forget who it was. One of them put updated, or the Blues put updated lines out.
Oh, did they update the lines? Okay, so did they make some changes? I'm going to read
them to you here real quick. I think, maybe.
I read lines. I read the lines that I posted earlier that you saw. So I don't know if they changed them, but they looked pretty accurate. I don't see why they would change them, but I could see, I guess, a little bit of a change.
I don't think Bergman was on. No, yeah, they did change them. So from what you saw, it's changed. So Thomas is going to center Bushnevich and Fabry. Jen is with Neighbors and Steinberg. Dvorsky is going to center Suter and Berggren, and Sundquist with Torpachenko and Joseph. Kessel is in for Tucker along with Falk.
I think so. That's solid. Kessel's getting in back into the lineup. Tyler Tucker is going to be out. That's solid. I think Kessel brings a little bit more defensive responsibility back there. Faster player, I think, not by much, but faster player. I want to say this. I know that how we always talk about, like, because I'm not giving you any grief for Otto Stenberg, not Steinberg.
Okay, yes, it's on me.
Yeah, I'm just correcting you because I'm just correcting you just to be a good co-host and give you a little bit of a heads up that it's Stenberg because there's no I. If there was an I, then it would probably be Steinberg, but it's an E, or just an E. So Stenberg.
I look at it and I see. I mean, this is the weird thing with me. I look at it and I see the I, right? Mm-hmm. But I struggle with words like that. Like, the word Jandra, it took me forever to realize that word was spelled the way it was. I thought it was something else, right?
Yeah.
I pronounced it the way I read it, not the way it is pronounced. So, that. So I do appreciate you covering for me for a few minutes. We are facing off against the Winnipeg Jets. If I cover something already covered, I apologize. They are 15-15-2 at 32 points. The Blues are 12-15-7 at 31 points. Huge 4-point game.
Yeah.
I can't say that enough. Huge 4-point game, especially since the Blues have two games on the Jets. The Jets have 2 games in hand. So this is a huge 4-point game.
This is a game like I was just telling them before you got back that this is a big game because the Jets picked up a point against the Ottawa Senators in a losing effort in Winnipeg, so they lost out on 2 points in that game. If the Blues can manage to win this game in regulation, hold the Jets to no points, they will be only a point behind the Winnipeg Jets. But I think, as far as I know, I don't think the Blackhawks are playing tonight. I could be wrong. They could be playing tonight. If the Blues win tonight, they would pass the Blackhawks in the standings.
No, they'd also pass the Jets. The Jets are only 1 point ahead of us.
I didn't say they surpass it. I said they surpass the Chicago Blackhawks. I said that they're only 1 point behind the Jets if they win tonight without giving up a point.
They'll be ahead of the Jets by 1.
What are the Jets at right now?
32 or 33. Down. The Jets are at 32. We're at 31. So we'll surpass the Jets.
Okay. So I was mistaken because so yeah, I think it was only like 1 point, or no, we might have been tied, or the Jets might have 1 point ahead of us when we played last, and then they played Ottawa. So yeah, so that is accurate. So yeah, if they can win tonight, they would surpass the Jets and they would surpass the Blackhawks.
Oh no, yeah. It'd be nice to get a strong win. Hunter Hellebuck just came back. I think he came back in the last game. He when he went out, he was 9-6-0. I'm not sure what his. I mean, he's 9-6-1 now with a 244 and a 915. That's if he's going to be that Hellebuck, we're in trouble. But if we can make him be the Hellebuck he was during the playoffs, while we were in St. Louis, we could be somewhere. Now we don't have that team. We don't have the same team. We've got a lot of those guys that were on that team out. I'm just. I want to. You sent me the thing this morning, and I apologize. I didn't get up till almost 9 o'clock my time. And remember, it's like 11, 10, 11, 12, like 1 your time. So yeah. I apologize to you, and that's why I didn't do a video. I just sent you the thing.
That's fine. I didn't end up doing. I got home. I ate a little bit, took a shower, getting ready for the show. I didn't do a pregame. I'll do a postgame after this game.
No problem. One thing I want to ask. Well, and I'm going to ask it over the air, but I hope you'll be okay with it. Are you okay if I do some TikToks on off days?
I don't care what you do.
Okay.
I mean,
you're kind of running that, and you're doing a great job. And I didn't want you to feel like if I did something that, you felt like I was trying to walk over you or whatever. But no, so that's why I'm asking. I don't know. I mean, what are you wanting to do? I mean, you can tell me what you're doing. I mean, you can at least say like, oh, hey, I'm going to do this. I mean, you can give me a heads up. I mean, but I don't care if you do one. Yeah.
Because
I just do like my thoughts on the day or whatever, with, after. So a lot of times on off days when you've had time to let the emotion subside, your thoughts change. And then, you also, as you read some of the comments and you get some of the after action reports and things like that, when you get debriefed, you're able to look at things a little different. So a lot of times, like when we're doing the post game, it's in the heat of the moment. And I was thinking like on off days, I could maybe do, like my thoughts where, what I'm thinking about, what we saw, maybe, a little bit, after the moment, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't have any issue with it. I think that would be great. If I'm honest, I'm not and I'm not going to bring it like it's not just a me thing. Like I think we should both be doing them because I think it's beneficial when we both chip in.
Yep. Big thank you to Aaron Nails, Sharon Spinks. God, Sharon, my heart goes out to you so much. Joseph Trigg and John Jeffrey, Sister Day Day. They've gave us some love tonight. Love in the air as the Blues are going to take on the Winnipeg Jets. I think I can't remember what I said. I think I said 3-2 Jets, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said 3-2 Jets. I just
no. You said 4-3 Jets. I think
4-3 Jets. Okay, thank you. 4-3 Jets, and I picked Steen as my player. I think tonight, I want the Blues to win tonight, but I think Steen has to be the guy tonight against this team.
Well, I don't know who you're talking about because Steen is in the press box, but I thought it said Shin when I read it.
Yeah, that's who I meant. Wow.
Yeah,
see, I'm telling you, I'm having a day, man. Bill Bacon. Hey, Bill. You remember Bill? You met Bill at the Blues game, the guy I went to high school with, kind of heavier set guy. Right? Yeah. The one I put his Army shirt on.
Yeah.
Right?
How you doing, Bill?
Yeah. Hey, Bill, how you doing, man? Thank you for putting some love in the air, Bill. I'm telling you, man, I'm having a day. My head is not there. I just hope if this game is like the last one was, we're not doing a third period. Oh, Shin's going off the ice. Oh, I guess this was from last
That
year.
was that was in the playoffs, I think.
Okay.
The thing is, this is going to be a tough test because the Blues, if you look at it, the Winnipeg Jets have no injuries. So the Winnipeg Jets are healthy. I think that I think what they did in the offseason made their team worse, if I'm honest. But they're healthy, and the Blues played the Winnipeg Jets without Dylan Holloway last year. I think if Dylan Holloway's in that series, I think the Blues win that series, and they probably win it in 6 or 7. The Blues are even more banged up now. They don't have Holloway. They don't have Kyrou. They don't have Snuggerud. Those are 3 guys that played against the Winnipeg Jets last year.
Yeah.
I mean, besides Holloway, of course. So, you're missing more pieces.
I do think if we had Holloway, we probably would have won that series. We would have won a game at home. I mean, and that was probably the second toughest series that I've ever watched in my Blues fandom and life. Right?
We did. You mean win on the road? You mean because we won all on the road? Yeah. The Blues probably would have won that series. I mean, and they didn't, and it is what it is. And then, like I said, you know how I feel about the Jets. I've made mention of it plenty of times. The Jets to me are frauds when it comes to the playoffs. I just don't believe in that team whatsoever. And I mean, and they further proved it because they got easily beaten the next round. So, I think, me personally, we talked about this. You even said it. You said that was a money matchup. Bennington versus Ottinger. That would have fed families. And instead, we got a Dallas team that was far superior than the Winnipeg Jets. In that series. And obviously, the sad news of Kyle Connors or Mark Scheifele's dad passing, that was sad. I feel for him on that one.
Oh, I didn't know that. But did that happen today?
No, that happened last year in the playoffs when they were playing Dallas.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And I understand, and he still played. So I mean, it's not like an excuse, but my heart goes out to losing somebody like that, in that specific moment. But this game is simple in my mind, and I may get slack for it, but I don't really care because if you want to talk about disappointing seasons, the Blues are having a disappointing season, but you know who's having an even more disappointing season? The Winnipeg Jets, because the Winnipeg Jets were President's Trophy winners. So there was all this talk about, Jets are such a wagon, they're such a great team. And then what are they doing now? They're nowhere near a President's Trophy winning team. They're not even close. So they're having I wouldn't say worse season, but they're having a pretty bad season compared to what they were last year. Yeah. This game in my mind. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. When we talk with Lips, right? Because you bring up a really important thing. I talked about the playoffs. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And I am against the 1v8. And I know a lot of people sit there and go, "Oh, you got to have the 1v8 because you got to have the best. You want the best in the final round." You almost didn't get it you didn't get it last year. I mean, the Blues came within 2 seconds or 5 seconds of advancing and knocking out the President's Trophy in the first round. The 1v8 doesn't guarantee you're going to get those teams in the semifinals. If that's what you want, if you want the top 4 teams to always face each other, then you know what? Just have the conference finals. Get rid of the other rounds and just have the conference finals. That's what it seems like. If you want the 1v8, that's what they want. It should be this way because, we should have the... No, it doesn't matter. The teams are too closely matched. You want the rivalries. You want that to build up, and the 1v8 doesn't help with rivalries. And rivalries are built in the playoffs. You look right now with the Jets. I know we're having a rough season, but this is a rivalry game. Why is it a rivalry game? Because of the playoffs. Because we've been facing them in the playoffs. We faced them in 19. We faced them last year. Because we're in the same division, right? That's what creates those matchups, and that's why this game takes on more of a atmosphere of that, and they become a rival because of that. Just like Minnesota has become more of a rival because we face them so many times in the playoffs, right?
Yeah. We have played them a bit in the play. I would say actually more so. We did play them the one year, and we beat them. We played them a couple seasons before that. Before 19, and I think they won one series and we won one. But the Blues, I think the Blues and Wild, their rivalry kind of stems from the regular season. If I'm not not completely, but it's kind of a mixed bag. I think just Minnesota and the Blues just don't like each other. I just get that feeling. And I think a lot of that, to do with some of the guys on the team. Ryan Hartman's a good example. I hate Ryan Hartman. I just think that I understand where you're coming from on that point. And for me, I'm looking at tonight, and I know it's not this black and white, but how I'm viewing this game is there's only one key factor in my mind, and is if you shut down the top line of the Winnipeg Jets, you're going to win this game. Shut down the number one line of the Winnipeg Jets, and you're going to win this game. I hate to be that black and white, but that's how it is. The first line is the best line on their team, and it's their best line by far. It's not even close.
Matt Lowe's asking, why is ESPN blocked out? It shouldn't be. I'm watching ESPN. You're in a Blues. You're in a St. Louis viewing zone, so you have to watch it on Fox Sports Midwest, I think. I don't think the game's being shown on ESPN, is it?
I don't think so. I think it's on FanDuel.
FanDuel, yeah.
FanDuel Sports.
FanDuel. I still think of Fox Sports.
Yeah,
it's had so many different names. Hey, Samantha, how are you doing? You get to watch the St. Louis Thunderbirds tonight.
Like I say, it's going to be interesting. This is going to be a test because of the injuries out, but that is the way I'm going to view it. If the St. Louis Blues can shut down Kyle Connor, Mark Scheifele's line, they will have success in this game because the Winnipeg Jets struggle when it comes to depth.
Yeah.
They're showing the standings right now. Yep, the Blues would pass the Blackhawks and the Winnipeg Jets if they can get a win tonight. With Winnipeg not getting if they don't give Winnipeg a point tonight. So that's huge. This is a big game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and especially since we've got a couple of games in hand. There's some games in hand on. They've got games in hand on us. They've got 2 games in hand. So you want to try and distance yourself as quickly as possible. So,
well, and there's only usually the Blues are usually the team that usually has games in hand on other teams. It feels like this year it's not the case, but there is some teams that the Blues do have a game or 2 on. Like they're they're tied with the Wild right now. They're tied with Dallas. The Mammoth have 35 games played, and the Mammoth are playing currently. So I think that will be 36. So, and it'll be 35 for the Blues tonight. So the Blues are usually the team that seems to have games in hand on other teams. So this is why the Blues have to get going and start stringing together some wins because these teams are having games in hand on them. And it might come back to cost them in the end, even if they do go on a run.
All right. So currently the Kings are up 1-0 on the Panthers at the end of 1. And with 3:09 to go in the first, it is scoreless in Detroit as the Mammoths are trying to get a game above 500. Same as the Jets are today against the Blues, who are 3 games under 500 and would love to see that 500 mark before the Christmas break. I'd love to see it. I mean, it just comes down to it's a big game. We need to play well. We need to watch the game with patience, with understanding, and hope that we do a third period. Because if it's a third period like last one, I don't think I'm just going to say screw it, man. I don't think I can do it. I can't do another 20-minute post game like that, or a half-hour post game like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean, that's for me. The fandom, like, and if that's the case, if that happens, it happens. But I'm still going to be watching. But the team cannot have another stinker after the last. I mean, they should have at least picked up at least one win against the Predators.
Yes.
The fact that they didn't was not good.
No, not good at all. Samantha says I stopped following the Thunderbird and St. Louis team after what happened between me and Matthew Pekka. What? I don't know. I mean, maybe if you want to message me personally, if it was something like that. What? I mean, if you can talk about it, or was Pekka traded?
No, I have. I'll be honest. She was talking to me earlier. I don't really even understand the situation. Supposedly, it's something about, huh?
Is it personal or?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it wants to. I'm sure. I mean, it's nothing like crazy personal, but I won't say anything until she says it's fine. But,
okay.
I don't know the whole. I mean, she was talking to me about it, but I don't know the thing. No, Pekka was not traded. Pekka's still on the team. It's something involving this, I guess, Sam Bitten crap. So
okay, understood. No issue. Just wanted to make sure, there isn't something going on that needs to be, that someone needs to talk about silently or something like that. Just trying to do the best I can as we go along. I'm ready for puck drop. I really am. I can't believe I'm saying this because it's been a tough season, but I really am ready for puck drop. I think that this is going to be a good game. I just got that feeling. This is going to be a good game.
I'd like to hope so, or I'd like to think so. Like I said, I just think that it could, and not everything's so black and white, but I personally do believe if you shut down the top line of the Winnipeg Jets, the Blues are going to have success in this game. Yeah.
Hey, Lance, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the show, man. How you doing, my friend?
Hold on, Lance. How's it going, Lance?
Yeah, tonight's going to be top line against top line. I feel like that's where the game's going to be. Hofer getting the start against I understand that. Okay, I see what she said there. I get what she's talking about. I just kind of lost my tonight. This is this is Hofer's coming out party, right? I mean, you're facing the best. You're facing off against the best goalie in the world, right? And with that being said, you've got to play your best game tonight. You've got to match him save for save. You got to make the saves you're not supposed to make tonight. Am I wrong? Do you disagree with me?
I mean, I don't disagree that Hofer's going to have a good game. But I do disagree that he's the best goalie in the world. I get the whole consensus behind that. You can be, he's great in the regular season. But for you to be considered to be one of the best in the world, you have to do something in the playoffs. You have to do something when it matters. And the fact of the matter is he has never done anything that's mattered. So I hate to be that negative, but yes, he's a fantastic goalie. He's one of the best in the NHL by far, but he's got to prove it when it matters, and he hasn't done that. So
I get that. I do get that where you're going. I mean, I'm looking at what he won 3 Vezina trophies. He's got a MVP last season. It's like when you list, if you go, who are the all-time best goalies to ever play? there's one name that never gets mentioned that should get mentioned, right? I'm going to ask you, name me your top 3 goalies of all time.
I see. The thing is I can't really do that because there's a lot of good goalies that came before I was even alive. So, I know who they are. Patrick Waugh. He's up there for one of the better goalies of all time. Carey Price. Sad to see that he's never won a cup. That was just the poor team in Montreal. But a guy like that who was outstanding in my mind, but career kind of cut short. There's a lot of guys that I like in the goaltending spot. I just don't think I can give you a specific answer on who I think is the best goalies of all time.
I get that. I understand that. If you ask most people, you're going to get Martin Brodeur, you're going to get Patrick Waugh, you're going to get Dominic Hasek, maybe Vasilevsky. You're going to get that. And the thing is, you have to really listen to the question, right? Because the question was, who's the best goalies that ever played? It's not who are the best goalies that ever played in the NHL. It's who's the best goalies that ever played. And probably the best goalie that ever played never played in the NHL. But he did play on the world stage. And his name just went off out of my head. The goalie for Team Russia. Oh, man. God, you freaking idiot. I can't believe I can't remember his name now.
Yeah, you can't ask me because I don't know. But there's so many, like I said, there's so many good goaltenders that I've seen over my time. The ones that I watched growing up that were fantastic. Henrik Lundqvist.
That's it.
Yeah. The ones that I watched growing up that I watched, Carey Price, Henrik Lundqvist, Jonathan Quick, Marc-Andre Fleury. I mean, those were the goaltenders that I grew up watching, from a young age to where I am now. So obviously I know about, the Hasheks, the Waz, those goalies. I know, Brodeur. I know about all of them, I would say Brodeur's in that category.
Here we go. Yeah. In 3, 2, 1, puck drop.
Yeah.
And Winnipeg wins the draw.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even do my pick 'em. God damn it.
Yeah.
I always forget.
Yeah. We can get some good conversations going, you and me, at times. And when that happens, the things that we normally talk about, we don't talk about.
Yeah, I mean, this was and we're talking about this game. This is going to be a fun game considering the loss that the Blues took in Game 7 and all that. But this in my mind, outside of one other series, was the best series in the entire playoffs.
Yeah.
This was the most physical series in the whole playoffs last year.
I can only think of one loss, one series loss that was more gut-wrenching and heartbreaking than this one. And it was before your time.
Yeah.
That would have been the 96 loss, I think it was, or 97 loss to the Red Wings. The Yzerman blue line shot.
Yeah, Yzerman. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good I mean, that one lives in the annals of time now for the Blues. Not a good one. I wouldn't say gut. I mean, not really, because no one expected them to win, but I'd say the Blues losing in a second or like few seconds of Colorado in Game 6 from a nothing shot. That was pretty rough too. If you remember that. And in 2022, when the Blues could have forced 7, and then they lost in 6 with a few seconds left, and it was no, it wasn't on Bennington. It was on Husso because Bennington was injured.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then no, I said when we lost Bennington.
Oh, yeah. No, that was a series that we've talked about. I think the Blues would have won that series if Bennington was in net.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hofer let up that really garbage goal against that shit. I can't even remember the shitter's name now, if I'm honest. Garbage. Oh yeah, Darren Helm, I think it was. Guy's garbage.
Yeah.
Darren Helm, and it was a shot from the half boards. So we have 20. So the two new guys, 28 and 29.
Interesting.
I knew
choice there.
Stenberg was 28. I knew that. I think Berggren was 49 or 48 in Detroit.
Yeah.
What we
I'm
got
not
here?
sure. 49 or 48 might be taken.
Logan. Yeah, Logan Stanley going to the box.
Box. Virgin
Logan
got
Stanley.
that. Virgin drew that.
Logan Stanley was the guy who threw the hit on Kyrou in the playoffs that got no snarl from the Blues fans, but Winnipeg fans threw nothing but snarls when Braden Shen hit Mark Scheifele. You remember that?
Yeah.
But the Stanley one was even worse than the Shen one in my mind because it made head contact. Because he's 6 foot tall or 6'4", something like that.
I don't know why they don't. I mean, I know with the power play right now, and I'm sorry with the guys being down. I would actually make a 5-man unit, not four center or 4 forwards. I would put Pareko out there with Fowler and Dvorsky.
Yeah, I mean, this power play unit is the power play units are so jumbled with all the guys that are out. I mean, you're getting guys. I mean, they're putting some faith in Dvorsky. You know, he's been on it, but like it feels like a big jumble of guys. It's not a set line. It's there are no set units right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Blues are in their thirds tonight. For anyone who is, I mean, everybody can see that if you're watching it. If you're not, then yeah, the Blues are in their third jerseys. Because we all know how we feel about those as Blues fans. We got to be superstitious.
Yeah. Hockey fans are superstitious.
Mm-hmm. Which I love the third jersey. I know a lot of people that said that they when they saw the rebrand, they're like, yeah, I love the jerseys, but I even love the ones that they had before, which were these. So May you getting some power play time. I'll tell you what, I'm still not thrilled to see Sundqvist on the power play.
Yeah.
If I'm completely honest. Just not a guy that
This unit they've got the two defensemen.
Yeah, I mean Sundqvist goes to the net, so I respect it, but I just Sundqvist is just not a guy that needs to be on the power play, in my opinion.
That was actually a decent power play there. I mean, they got 2 shots on it. I didn't score, but I mean, that good movement. Bodies in front. That's what you want to see. I like what Steinberg just did there. I hope people start doing more of it.
There's parts of me. Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I liked what I was seeing there. There were some good chances. Steinberg had that puck by himself on a line change, and instead of going to the red line and just throwing it around, he stuck with the puck and then did a forecheck. By the time, the puck came back, but by the time it comes back, the line change has happened, and you're not, it wasn't an automatic turn the puck over, and I wish the Blues would do more of that.
Mm-hmm. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm feeling the energy. I'm feeling the jump. The Blues look fast right now.
Yeah.
They look like the faster team as of right now. I mean, yeah, they've had the power play, but they look like the faster team as of right now. Yeah, no, the four, like I was saying earlier, 48 and 49. I was saying for the Red Wings or whatever. I don't think the Blues don't have that number. The last people to wear that was 48 was Perunovich and 49 was Barbashev.
I could see not taking 49 because of Barbashev, but 48 because of Perunovich. No, so I don't know why he switched it up.
And I say that. I mean, he could have been 20, but I don't think he was 29. I think he was like 48 or 49 for the Red Wings, I thought. But who knows? Maybe that's the number. Maybe someone on Detroit had like 29 or something. Maybe 29 is what he wanted.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm kind of with you there. Bergeron had 52 and 48 while he was in Detroit.
Okay, 52. Well, I don't know who they were showing because they showed a Detroit player. I thought it was Bergeron, and he was wearing like 48 or 49 or something.
Yeah, he had 52 and 48.
Okay, so yeah. They were showing him when he was 48, I think. Yeah. So, but.
I will tell you in a second. He's wearing 28, right?
29. 29 is what Bergeron. Yeah, 29 is what Bergeron's wearing.
Nate Danielson is wearing 29.
Okay.
And Thomas Greiss had it before that. So I don't know. Let's see here. He probably could have worn it there, but he didn't. So maybe he wore it. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it just kind of in and out, kind of just, not really that big of a deal no matter what. But well, I love the positivity. I saw something. I got a comment on one of my posts, and this was like a few days ago. That was about the Holloway going down injury, and then someone commented and said, "Another Hofer start, another loss." I love that positivity. I love it. It's like why even
Justin? This is the thing that I have learned. It just take me a long, long time to learn this. Everyone can have their opinion, and whether you think this opinion is idiotic or not, in all actuality, doesn't matter. It's how they feel, and they're welcome to feel that way.
I mean, my thing is first of all, if you're that negative, but this was before the game even started. So if you're feeling that negative, if you're feeling that negative so much so that you comment on a post that doesn't even have anything to do with the Blues game that's happening currently, like nothing, like it was a thing from days ago, then you just need to not watch the game. You need to not watch the team in general if you find it that necessary to comment on something that doesn't even involve the game that's being played tonight.
One of the things that the Cup did is it brought a lot of fair weather fans to the Blues, and they feel like people like
my
me.
God, Thomas, hit the post.
Oh, you're ahead of me. You're ahead of me about 4 seconds, 5 seconds. People like me who have watched this team for decades, and who have been through it. Oh, that might have gone in. No,
That was close.
Yeah.
So I think it might have been 2 posts.
Yeah, it was. Who have watched this team for decades and who have been there, who remember 86, who remember 2000, 2001, who suffered through the Lowrys and the Chickets and all of that. We watch this team because they embody what we love. They embody the hard work. They embody the camaraderie.
Man.
They embody blue collar.
Might I add, the Blues pressure right now is incredible. This is insane.
Yeah, I'm with you.
This looks incredible. And you're talking about killer instinct. They have the killer instinct right now. Man, Hellebuck is saving their ass right now.
Yeah.
Which is very typical for the Winnipeg Jets in the regular season.
Yeah. Good defensive series there by Hellebuck and the Jets, but outstanding pressure.
Oh my God, dude. What a pass, though. Suter almost gets through with a breakaway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like 5 shots in a matter of a minute.
Yeah, it was well done. Shots are 9-1. But do you understand what I was trying to get at? There's too many new fair weather fans that expect the Blues to always win, and not enough fans that understand that you're not going to win every game. And it's been like this even before, and it's been like this even before the Cup came, but it's been worse since the Cup came.
Mm-hmm. Well, and like I said, I'm 100% with you. You can have your opinion. You're entitled to that opinion, and I understand that completely. But when this is what I'm talking about, I don't care if you're like you're complaining or you're constructive criticism, and then you throw some negativity in there, but then you also throw some positivity in there. These people that you're talking about, like, they just throw nothing but negativity. I mean, how can you, like, why even watch the game if all you have to say is negative? Why? I mean, why watch it?
Glad you're not in the Blues Lounge or the Blues Nation. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I would. Yeah, I don't even really know why. I was a top contributor, a top contributor in the Blues Lounge.
Yeah.
So, I found that to be ridiculous that I got booted out of that, and I didn't even do anything. I didn't even do anything. So,
Trying to keep us up to date on everything.
but yeah, I mean, that was some good pressure though. That was very good pressure. I mean, the Blues had power play, so they've had the only power play this period in this game so far. But
Oh my goodness. The Dante's Inferno is on fire. Wow. It says the Blues are 4 right now. Oh, were you frozen?
Yeah, I was frozen. The Blues, I was saying that like they had the only power play of this period, but I can't really say that the power play is the reason they got all them shots. I mean, they had like 5 shots in like a minute, 5-on-5. There we go. Getting the parents of Otto Stenberg. Don't look so thrilled about that. Cecilia and David. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Stenberg is very, very Sweden name, but David, not so much. Otto, yeah. David, Cecilia, yeah.
Did you see what I did with the teas today?
Yeah, I saw it.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I mean, I didn't look in depth at it. I saw what you did, but
the OTTO, 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 because I did the Jets for the beginning.
Yeah.
Those storylines of teas, man, sometimes they're hard to come up with. You know, and to make them, I try and make them interesting. Oh,
from what
my goodness. Was that Dvorsky, 54?
Oh, yeah, Dvorsky almost puts it away for the Blues. Great pass. Great pass from I don't know who passed that to him, but I think it might have been Berggren, actually. Yeah. I don't know, though. I could be wrong. Or Stenberg.
Chris says, I'm here now, but I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Oh, we don't want Chris to keep his mouth shut. We want Chris to let go.
Oh, yeah, I think it was. Oh, yeah, it was Berggren. What a pass. What a sauce. Right on the tape.
Just slipped right past him. Otherwise, it's in the net.
Yeah, this game, I'm not going to lie. This game could be 3-0, 4-0 Blues. Yeah.
Hey, I gotta use the restroom, man. My GERD's acting up. You got the show for a few minutes, bud.
All right. Okay, here we go. Mayu getting a little feisty. I love to see Mayu. He's been very impressive from a physical standpoint. I mean, I don't see how you cannot like this guy. I mean, Niederreiter, Yeah, I mean, he's battling hard there with Nita Ryder. Yeah, well, that's good on the young man. Get him accustomed. He takes 2 or 3 cross checks from Nita Ryder, and he says, "No, I'm not going to take that," and waits for an opportunistic time and gives him a cross check. I like that. Good stick by Neighbors. Yep, shots currently 9-2 for the St. Louis Blues. The Blues have looked fast in this game. They have came out and played very well to start this game, especially with the effort that they put forth in the last game. So, very, very promising to see. Good block there for the Blues. We're going to commercial break. Blues are not giving up much. I like that they're not giving up much to the middle. They're trying to keep those defensive breakdowns to a bare minimum, which is very good, especially when you're playing the Winnipeg Jets. You're going to need to not give up those chances because although I'm not very high on the Winnipeg Jets, they are still capable of capitalizing on their opportunities. I would love to. I would love to pull up comments if I was able to, but I'm not able to pull up comments. Which
Full-size tuner 0.9 for 72 months. And Tacoma 2.9 for 72 months. Hurry for best selection. FigureToyota.com. I got us what's known as a luxury box. These babies don't come cheap. Yeah, sure. Who needs to see the game? What sport is this? Oh, hot dogs. What are your specials?
I think it's for me. I think the one thing that I have been talking about is the Blues. The starts haven't been poor. It's not been the starts. It's been the conclusions of games as we've seen. The second period has been the roughest portion. They've had periods where I thought that the second period didn't look as bad, but then you've had periods like the Predators game where it got out of hand in the second period. I mean, I don't know what it is about the second period, but I'm not worried about this team so much in the first period as usually it used to be where the Blues would struggle to open up games where sometimes they do come out a little flat, but they seem to have a pretty decent push in the first, outside of the few games, but they seem to struggle in the second. Second has been the weak point for sure. So hopefully they can take this momentum into the first that they've had and take it into the second and continue it because it's going to be huge. I think first goal in this game is going to play massive dividends. With the amount of chances the Blues have had in this game, it'd be nice to see them get the first goal and really run with it. So we have about 5:40 left in the first period. Jets are playing very, very garbage luck hockey right now. They're shooting for deflection, shooting for tips, shooting for rebounds. They're not getting much to the. they're not getting much sustainable pressure to where they're working it down low. They're getting the puck to the point, and once they get the puck to the point, they're throwing it on net for a tip, trying to get a deflection, trying to look for a rebound, just trying to play garbage, greasy hockey, which is smart in the long run. But as for impressive pressure, it hasn't been there for the Jets.
Sorry, Justin.
Yeah.
Man, that's
What?
my stomach's acting up really bad right now.
Oh, really? What'd you have to eat?
Say again?
What'd you eat?
I had some chili earlier, but this was acting up before then.
What I'm liking the most is I'm liking the chances that the Blues are, getting offensively. But the one thing that I'm more impressed with in this game is I hope they continue to do in this game well is the transition. They've been getting a lot of good transition out of the zone, out of their own zone.
Yeah,
So,
for the most part. I mean, other than this last one, yeah.
Yeah, other than this last sequence, I mean, but you're not going to very rarely, very, 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 very rarely will you ever watch a game where a team doesn't make any mistakes. It's going to happen. So,
I know. Very, 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 very true.
But as for the transition, the Blues have been able to make quick passes to get out of the zone very quickly in this period. Like you said, other than that one where it's just kind of bounced a couple times.
It went away.
Yeah, I can't even describe, man, how much of a one-line team the Winnipeg Jets are. It's crazy. I mean, this is the only line that has been in the zone consistently for the Winnipeg Jets.
We're going on the power penalty kill. Yeah. Well, for interference. Yeah.
Okay.
No, that was a good call. I mean, Shifley may have sold it a little bit, but
the Blues power play that led to their power play was weak. That was weak.
Yeah.
That was very weak. Shifley went down like a sack of potatoes. Yeah, I was saying when you were gone, the Jets are not getting any sustained pressure down low. All they're doing is taking the puck and shoot. They're doing exactly what they did in Game 7.
Yeah.
And shooting the puck and trying to hope for a garbage bounce. That's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
Good save, Hofer.
Well, they're going to get about 40 seconds or so, a little over 40 seconds of power play time at the start of the second. Man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle this today. John Hefner and Jason Nichols, thank you for putting some love in the air. We appreciate you. Good clear.
Yeah, very good. Very good to get the puck out with Thomas getting his stick broken.
Shots 11-6 in favor of the Blues. He took one right above the pad, man, or right. Yeah, he took a good one in the thigh there.
League leading Colton Parayko in block shots.
Yeah. Good period. I mean, good period. I mean, you score 0-0, but you talk about the pressure the Blues got. The passing was solid. They limited the Jets to just 6 shots, and I think 4 of them or 3 of them came on the power play. You know, and they still got a little power play left. Overall, to me, good solid period, man.
Yeah, I mean the massive flurry in the small portion of the game. You know, we saw Thomas hit a post before that actual flurry took place, and then actually no, 2 posts. They had Thomas post and the I don't know who hit the post after that. There was another one that hit the post. And then the Blues had that.
Steinberg. I think that was Steinberg that hit the post. I could be wrong.
Stenberg maybe. I don't know who it was. But whatever it was, they had plenty of chances. They had the 2 posts, Thomas post, and then the next post, and then they had that flurry of chances where, I mean, this could easily, like I said, have been 3-0, 4-0 Blues. You know, if those go in the net. I mean, those were very grade A chances right there.
It would have been either Torpachenko, Fowler, Dvorsky. It might have been Dvorsky or Sunquist and David. Those are the ones that had missed shots.
Oh, you know, it might have been. You know what? It might have been Bush. It might have been Bush. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, still very good chances. You hit 2, like I said, you hit 2 posts, and then you get that massive flurry. Like I said, this could easily been a score that is not out of reach, but pretty close to it. I mean, if the Blues score and you know, those opportunities.
Yeah, I do. They did have some really good scoring opportunities there. Overall, the Winnipeg Jets had 17 attempts, 6 shots on goal. The Blues had 19 attempts, 11 shots on goal. Blues had 7 hits. The Jets had 9. Jets gave it away 7 times. Blues gave it away 6. Jets took it away twice. Blues took it away once. Blues blocked 4 shots. Jets blocked 1. And the face-off battle went 75%, 25% in favor of the Jets, 12-4. No score of that game. There were 2 penalties. First one came at 2:09. Logan Stanley took a holding one. And then at the 18:45 mark, Dustin Falk took an interference one. And we will be serving, just a little bit of that penalty on the back end. That's all I got. That's it.
Yeah.
Be it.
The start for the Blue, like I said, the start, I was talking about this when you were gone. The start hasn't been my issue for the Blues. I think the Blues have started a lot of their games on time for the most part, outside of a couple. But I thought that they started off fine in most of their games. It's the second period. So the second period has been the storyline this year. So is the second period going to be good in this game, or is it going to be another slop fest where we get a bunch of Jets goals? I think the first goal in this game is going to play crucial, especially with the Blues being at home. I think that a first goal in this game is especially huge because I think that I feel the energy in the arena already.
Yeah.
I think that this will definitely have some massive energy if they can score first.
Yep. Oh, well, we've got a little bit of time. I got a couple announcements to make. I announced that on the 21st, we were supposed to have a writer from the hockey writers. I am not 100% sure that will happen now. Sunday could be just me and Justin here, but we will kind of leave that open. The 28th, we will not be having a show. My daughter is in town. My birthday's on the 30th, and they're going to, since my wife's work, they're going to celebrate my birthday on that Sunday. So I had to push the interview with Pritchard Owens to the 11th of January. And there'll be no show on the 3rd because I will be out celebrating my, I guess you could call her my daughter-in-law's birthday.
Mm.
So, that's where we're at, and then we'll kind of keep shows that we do. We'll keep them, open. The games open. So that's kind of where we're at. We are doing tomorrow's game. At least I plan on it. And we could quite possibly have Matt with us, Lips. The door's open. If he wants to join us during the show, he's more than welcome. I'll send him a link. And I know you've talked to him a little bit. I don't know what if any more than that, or am I talking out my tushy here?
The last I've talked to him, he said that he was wanting to do the show. I'll have to follow up with him just to get a confirmation on that to make sure that he wants to do it.
Okay, that sounds great. Excuse me. I apologize if I'm not talking as much, or I've gone out a couple of times. My GERD is acting up really bad today, so please forgive me. I'm doing the best I can. I will try and stick around as long as I can, but if my stomach starts doing hula hoops, I might just have to call it. So, I mean, it's good having you here because instead of me calling, I may just have to go out and let you run the show for a little bit, and maybe just me post comments, and that's it. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I think this, like I said, this is going to the Blues played a good period, especially I would say even a great period considering the effort in the game that they played in the last game. So, they played a good game, or they played a good period in this one. So it's going to come down to the second period for me. Are the Blues going to dig in and find some goal support for Hofer? Or, are they going to flop again?
Yeah. Got to figure out the long change. And this season, it seems to be the issue. I remember one year it was the Blues could do no wrong in the second period. Like, they led the league in second period plus minus, right? And it was like by far, they led the league by like 8 goals, right?
Well,
this season, we're the worst in the second period.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I want to say this, I want to preface this. It's not going to be an excuse, but as for the last game, I say that we, laid an egg. I'm going to say this: some of the second periods, I've said the Blues have played well in the second period, haven't got the results that they needed. There was times, especially I felt in that last game, where the Blues were doomed to fail from the get-go in the second period, last game. In my personal opinion, when you give a team an immediate power play that didn't deserve one because he doesn't even hit him with his stick for a high stick. So I feel like when you give opportunities, people are gonna bury, man. They're gonna find ways to score if you just continue to give them opportunity after opportunity.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna why we're in intermission. We're listening to Otto. I'm gonna dip out real quick.
Okay. Kid's 20 years old. Steinberg. Listening to him go on right here. I hope not, John. I really hope not, bud. Really hope not. Are you there? Hey, hey, hey. We're on the Blue Note Fan Report. Thank you, Chris Shockey. We're at a break waiting for the puck to drop. Well, don't run away, John. Steve, you're like one of the few people watching. We need you. We need you. We need you. Boy, I'm struggling today. I am struggling. Steinberg with his, and I put that I in there. I don't mean to, but I do. Otto Stenberg with his rookie lap. That's what our third rookie lap this year. I know. I don't think Melu didn't get one, but I know. Not Dvorsky. Who got rookie laps? We had a couple of them. I know we've had 3. Who am I missing? Who else got laps? Maybe Dvorsky. No, Dvorsky did get his rookie lap. Did Luff? No, I don't think Luff did. I know somebody else got. I know we had 3 rookie laps. I know we did. Wasn't Devo? It might have been Devo because I think he got called up but didn't play. So I could be wrong. Somebody else had to have gotten a rookie lap. I know it, and I just can't think off the top of my head. I know somebody else got a rookie lap. Know it, and it's escaping me. It's escaping me. You guys have all ran away. You ran away with the spoon. You ran away with the spoon. I hate that they do this, the betting. Out of town scoreboard at the end of 2. Panthers are up 2-1 on the Kings. The Mammoth are beating the Red Wings 2-0. And at the end of 1, the Hurricanes are beating the Preds 1-0. And Utah, that game's got 3:46 to go in the second. It's not at the end of it yet. Oh, I guess I didn't see him. I didn't see you there, bud. Sorry about that.
You're good.
Oh.
Looks like we're coming back eventually from break here. Gonna be going in the second period here.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. My stomach's just kind of messed up, so I'm hanging in there as best I can.
Yeah, no,
Mr.
you're good.
JJ says, hi, I was at Hot Shots live last minute blues podcast with Twister, and for the first 45 minutes of their audio was out for the first Friday, even they struggle. Yeah, it happens, man. It happens. And when you do a live, you don't know. There's so many different things that can happen, man. So many different things. Who's had a rookie lap this year? I know we've had 3, right? Did Dvorsky have a rookie lap? I know he got called up last year, but I don't think he played, right? So I think he got a rookie lap.
I think Dvorsky's played. Yeah, he played 2 games, I think, last year. I think. If I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong.
Scary said the masked man would be revealed yesterday, and he admitted he wouldn't, but I guess it did happen. So
it did, and don't go gung ho about it, because the masked man should not have been revealed. It actually, that makes me believe now that CM Punk's going to retain on January 5th, and I don't think that should be the case. I think that Braun Breaker should win the title, but now that they revealed it a couple weeks in advance, I don't think that they're going to give it to Braun Breaker now, which I think that they should. So it's all about that Sesame Street safe card. We talk about the Blues being Sesame Street safe. The suits and ties in WWE Triple H, he plays it Sesame Street straight, or Sesame Street safe when it comes to booking. So,
well, according to what I was able to pick up from the press conference or the sit down with reporters yesterday, Armstrong kind of said nobody was safe. He said it without saying it, though I don't completely believe that. I mean, I couldn't. There's only one way. I don't even see how you could trade Thomas. The only way I could see you trading Thomas is if you got like, Oilers called and said, hey, Drysdale and McDavid said they want to play for the Blues. Would you give us Thomas?
Well, they're not going. I mean, they're not going to give us both guys for Thomas.
But I'm saying the only way. That's like the only way.
Well, I mean, first of all, Thomas is a guy that you'd have to get a massive return for. Yeah, it would be a big return. I don't necessarily know if it would be a Connor McDavid-esque return, because Connor McDavid, I love Robert Thomas, but Connor McDavid does Connor McDavid things, and he can go through a whole team by himself. Robert Thomas can't do that.
I'm speaking like the far end, how far you would have to go to say, okay, now we would trade them. Right.
Yeah. I don't. I get what he was saying. I just don't think that it would be like. I think it's just like in theory to kind of get everybody, whip them into shape. I just don't see this team trading Thomas. If you're trading Thomas, I think that you're pretty much saying to me that you've given up on the rebuild or the retool.
Yeah.
That means you're pretty much good. You're giving up and you're going into the rebuild. In my eyes, I mean, this team, I think, kind of exited a rebuild, and did a retool on the fly.
Yeah.
It hasn't paid off this year, but this team is way better than what we've seen. It's just all about the consistency.
Yeah. No, I'm with
All
you.
right.
I'm sorry.
So-
I'm sitting back a little bit because I'm struggling, man.
You're fine. Blues have about 30 seconds on the penalty kill here. Hopefully the Blues can get this kill off and they can play a good second period. Very good clear. I don't know where you're at, so.
Little behind you.
Oh, okay.
I just saw the clear.
Oh, okay.
It's about 4 seconds behind you.
Yeah, I mean, if you want me, like I said, I know you're kind of just sitting back and whatever. I can kind of take more of the reign if you want.
No, go ahead. You go with what you got, man. I'm struggling, so you got it.
The Blues killed the penalty off, though, so good kill for the rest of it. Yeah, I'm seeing it right now. The Winnipeg Jets are, like I said, they're playing a very greasy style hockey. They're really trying to shoot for tips, shoot for garbage rebounds. The Blues are going back in the penalty kill.
Tripping.
Curbs was not happy about it when he called it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Scheifele, yeah, that one was more of a penalty than the first one.
Yeah.
Than the first one that they called.
Yeah.
But I will say though, Scheifele, I've seen Scheifele. Scheifele is way stronger on his feet. He is going down pretty easily though.
Yeah.
He is really selling these. I will not lie. That was one. He did get his stick in between his legs, but he most definitely is selling these penalties.
No, yeah. I mean,
but
I can see where he's
here we go. Another. Mm-hmm. That's a great play by Thomas. Just get it in the zone, kill some time, and throw it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is I understand it, but I mean, you got to ask yourself, how is this Blues team who's been so disciplined? Like I said, they dropped down in the board. The oh my god, dude. How you look at this and ask yourself how the Blues are taking so many penalties in the second period. I mean, you got to ask yourself. The Blues have struggled in the second period, right? And maybe that could be the second period woes, but then like I said, then I kind of get into the betting factor. It's almost like it's just so weird. It feels like it's too much of a coincidence that the Blues are taking so many penalties in the second period. I mean, am I wrong about that or what? I mean,
yes,
like I said, like that was a penalty. Like sure, like in the one in Nashville with the delay of game, yeah, that's a penalty. But I mean, we've seen a lot of penalties in the second period for the Blues. I mean, a lot, and a lot of them.
And it could be that because for the most part the Blues are so disciplined that some of that stuff gets let go. But when you're in a divisional matchup like this, on like Wednesday night is a TNT night, though I know we're not on TNT. you're going to, the refs are going to be told to call the games closer.
Mhm.
So I can see that a little bit. I don't have a problem of the 3 penalties that have been called. I don't have a problem with any of them.
No,
Right?
and compared to the Nashville game, oh yeah, these are I'm okay with them. I do think that the first 2 were weak. That the last one that we just had right there, that was okay. I'm okay with that one. The other 2,
you can say
what's
it was
that?
weak, and that's fine, but they were still penalties, right? Were they something that could have been let go? Yes. Were they not? No, they weren't. Were they penalties? Yes, they were. So that's where you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. Good save by Hofer. Great save.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, you can see it clear as day. The Jets are shooting for tips. That's all they're doing.
Yeah. Mm.
What?
Mm.
What?
No, it's just my stomach.
That should have been interference.
I think scary ass, how can Shen just got cross-checked right in
Yeah,
front of the
should have been. And we just talking about this. There should have been 2 penalties. There should have been one on the pick, the intentional. I hate it. The intentional interference little pick that they do. That should have been interference, and then the cross check on Braden Shin should have been a penalty. So that's 2 penalties in one shift missed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He said,
yeah. Huh?
how is it possible McKinnon has 29 goals in 33 games? That's insane. Almost a goal a game isn't sustainable. Only 2 players have ever scored. I think I'm right. I could be wrong. Only 2 players have ever scored a goal per game, and one of them did it twice. Though I could be wrong on that.
I mean, you're also talking about Nathan freaking McKinnon. I mean, that guy's incredible. I mean, Nathan McKinnon is up there for rivalries, or not rivalries, but like he's up there rivalry wise with Connor McDavid as one of the best players in the world. The guy just knows how to turn any game around by himself.
Yeah. And when I say that, I'm talking about it not because I know someone did 50 goals in 50 games, and that's how the 50 and 50 came out. I'm talking in the modern expansion era.
Mm-hmm.
So from 67, 68 on. Oh, wow.
Bush got hit in the hand.
Yeah. Hopefully he's okay.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what, Dvorsky's been very, very impressive in the last game and in this game.
Yeah.
He's had some. I didn't take Dvorsky as a very fast guy. I think he might be one of those guys to be lumped into the speedy quiet speed category.
Kazumaki, that's one of the 3 rookie laps we've had. We had Kazumaki, we had Steinberg, and then we had one other one, and I can't think of it. And he might have already gotten sent back down.
Yeah. I mean, We've had a few, but
Oh, nice little tip there. I like that. Fight for that puck. Fight for that puck. Don't give it up. Fight. Yeah. Scary says, I think we need to keep Kessel in the lineup. I like Kessel, but I'm not sure. I'm not. I think Tucker's better. I mean, I do like Kessel, but I think Tucker's better.
I would say it's a toss up. I think in some matchups Kessel's a better option, and some others I think Tucker's better. I mean, Tucker is a more physical threat out there rather than Matthew Kessel. I think Matthew Kessel's probably better defensively. He's more of a stay-at-home guy.
Yeah.
Nothing knock on Tyler Tucker, but Tyler Tucker he's smart with the puck.
Yeah.
But I think that there's times where Tyler Tucker is a defensive liability. And I think that's the same for Matthew for Kessel too as well. But I think it just comes down to matchups. I think that for this game, I'm okay with Kessel being in. I think that he's a faster presence out there. Against the Jets team that has a very good first line. He's not playing against playing against Winnipeg's first line, but Winnipeg's a faster team rather than like Nashville.
I got it.
Sorry, guy. I just got to explain, dude. Jesus.
Say again?
Said, sorry, guy, dude. I just had to explain, Let me explain.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm struggling, man.
Well, the Blues killed off them two power plays for the Jets, and they've kind of turned it on here before that commercial break. So hopefully they can continue to gather some momentum.
Yeah.
Joel Hofer versus the Winnipeg Jets. 5 games, and he's got over 900 save percentage. He's been pretty good against the Winnipeg Jets. He's been very good. This has been a good goaltending battle right now. Hofer's been very good with the playing the puck in this game.
Yeah.
Nice plays, Sonny. See, like right there, that's a play that Kessel doesn't need to make.
Yeah.
He has so much space. Why flip that puck? So he just gave an icing when they had an easy exit out of the zone. I mean, they did good work to battle, support each other, and now the Winnipeg, gets control of that faceoff. And Winnipeg's obviously gonna throw out their top guys against the fourth line.
stop it, kick your head up, get your feet up north, look left, look right, look at options, survey, find your options, and then make a hard, clean, crisp pass to the defender. I mean, that's really
Come on, man. Drop the freaking puck, you bozo.
position. 6 times tonight, Joe Hofer has stopped the puck behind the net. 5 times it has led to a clean exit by the Blues. Here, Thomas, they let it go down the middle. He shoots it on. Rebound right into the pad.
Oh, Thomas.
Here's a shot. Blocked
Man, oh, man. They gave him all the space in the world right there.
Yeah.
near side to Mayu. Hold the hard pass to Beck. Being the right-hander that Mayu was in that spot. The puck
You gotta really though be impressed with Mayu's game though since coming back up. I mean, crazy what 5 games does in Springfield for him. You know?
Yeah.
moving forward. The question is becomes who's going to be the defending line against the Scheifele line. You're going to see that chance right there. It really started in the D zone. You see the bang play, the support.
There you go. Yeah, they gave Thomas beautiful execution. He just waited and waited and waited, and they gave him all the space in the world. Nice play, Boosh. Boosh with a great play there to get that
I
puck
saw
out.
that. I used to think Curbs was calling him Punk. Pionk. It sounded like Punk to me.
Yeah, Pionk. Oh, what a pass. Oh, my God, dude. What a pass by Philip Broberg.
Oh, yeah.
Telling you, man. Love him. Love Broberg. They got to get Philip Broberg extended.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that was Suter getting hooked. No shocker there. But God, this is kind of what I mean, though. The Blues are kind of taking this momentum. The Winnipeg Jets have gotten away with 3 penalties in this period.
Yeah.
So the Blues are getting penalties in the second period, but not getting any power plays in the second period.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you what, though. Offensively, helmet issue. The offensiveness of this game, they look great in this game. I mean, they look good in all aspects, really.
Ryan Green says, guy looks like he's had enough of today's show. My GERD's acting up, bud. My stomach is really bad right now. I've had to take a couple of breaks out of it. I'm just kind of relaxing here. Otherwise, I mean, if I'm sitting up and I'm really going at it, I'm not going to be able to do the third period. I'm still shaky on the third period, so I'm just trying to relax. So letting Justin kind of run it today. I'm being the color analyst.
God, Jason, you're killing me, buddy. Jesus. Yeah, I think this has been a good game. If the Blues can continue this, and manage to, like I said, like we talked about, get a win and not giving up any points to Winnipeg, that's huge, because this is, for me, this is up there for how they've played, up there with the Dallas performance,
Yeah.
the Edmonton performance. I mean, it's up there with some of the better performances that we've seen this year.
Yeah, gotcha. I'm with you.
Sounds like it.
Sorry, man. I can't do much today.
But I mean, I don't think I'm wrong in the assessment that it after the penalties, it took a minute for them to get going, but it feels like the Blues have controlled the second portion of the second period.
Yeah.
Man, Stenberg looks like a child.
He doesn't look that young. I thought he looked older. He's 20. I thought he looked older.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Like I feel like yeah, he kind of does look, I guess, older. I can see kind of both sides, but I'm like, I just see the clean shavenness, no beard. Like, that wasn't icing, unless that was deflected or something. Or it was. They said it was going to be touched, which I don't know how. I think it was in the air.
No, that one was they waved that off because he could have played it.
Okay, I didn't know. Was it on? I thought it was in the air.
Yeah, but he could have played it, right?
Oh,
If the player can play it and kind of backs off, they'll wave it off. It was close enough to him that they waved it off because of that. To the defensive player, if the defensive player can play it and lets it go, they'll wave it off.
Yeah, no, yeah, I understand like the whole like if you can play it rule. I just thought it was. I know I saw him jump for it. I just didn't know. I know it was in the air. I didn't know if that was the player they were referring to or if they were referring to a Blues defenseman. Because I didn't see the puck after he shot it off the stick. I knew it just went in the air. But this been a good goaltending battle as well. Both goaltenders look good.
Well, I got that right. I got that right at the pregame.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Blind pig and an ear of corn, I guess.
I mean, I don't think it was that far-fetched. I mean, we all know Hellebuck's a great goalie. I mean, it was going to be, it's not it's a massive storyline, but I think it would have been even more massive, like you said, if you had Bennington in this game. I think most probably expected him to be in this game.
Yeah.
But I like what they did. I like that what I said in the last show, how they're riding the hot hand. They said Joel Holford has deserved this start. The St. Louis Blues. They score. Let's go. I don't know how far ahead you are. Hey, look at that. I hear the horn. Justin Falk, great pass, good forecheck. Thomas gets the puck. Our usual suspect dumps the puck in. Pavel goes in on the forecheck, gets that puck, turns over the puck, and Thomas picks it up and fires it over to Justin Falk, and Justin Falk scores again. So Justin Falk continuing to put in more points that he's had combined in the last two seasons. So, crazy to think about that people still crap on Justin Falk when he, like I said, literally has had more points than he's had in two seasons combined.
Yeah, he might be sneaking up on the last three seasons combined. The way he's
well, and we joke about it, but like even in the poor points that he's had, I feel like Justin Falk still gets a lot of undeserved hate.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Very big goal. I think that this could be a booster for the Blues, considering how they play. They have played. This is at this point, it is still early enough in this game. The Blues have played the best game that they've played since probably what was the game? They played a good game in Chicago. I would say.
I think somebody's at my door. I'll be back.
Okay. Well, that was me. If you heard a knock, that was me. Okay. He might have got confused because I tapped my table, so I don't know if he thought that was someone at his door or not. But it'd be pretty funny if it was. Oh, and the Blues barely missed right there again. Man, the chances in this game have been outstanding. Oh, man, such a great chance, though, for the Blues on that one. Nice play. Was it
delivery?
Okay, oh, there was someone. Well, that was weird coincidence because I did this and I thought that you thought it was me, someone at the door, because I did do that as soon as you did that.
Oh, you did do that. Okay.
I did. I did.
Okay. I thought I asked you if that was you, but then you didn't answer right away. So I thought maybe somebody was at the door, and I go to the door and there's 2 packages sitting there.
Oh, well, hey, I'm glad I got your packages, man. I'm glad I got them for you.
Thank you.
That was a weird coincidence, though.
Yeah, sorry I'm struggling tonight, man.
You're good. I like to kind of do it because I like to call the goals.
No, that's fine. I'm just trying to get my stomach to settle down and backing off. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to do the third period.
What's up?
I said I'm just trying to sit here and keep let my stomach settle. I'm going to probably at the next commercial break go eat some Tums. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to do the third period. I mean, I'm sure you can. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but I'm belching pretty decently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to say though the Blues had when you left, the Blues had another great chance that almost went in. It was like a 2-on-1 and it bounced and almost went in, but went wide.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chances in this game have been outstanding. Like I was saying, the Blues have played a good game against Chicago, but this is probably, like I said, this is up there as of right now for the performances like against Dallas and Edmonton and all that. But honestly, I don't know.
Well, I mean,
oh my God, Suter! Oh my God, Suter, my man! That was almost a goal again.
Oh, how do you miss that? Oh, come on!
Oh my goodness, man! Suter with it, absolutely fantastic. I mean, fantastic move around Hellebuck, and I don't know if he loses it or if it rolls off his stick. But
I think it rolled off the stick. Here they're going to show it. It's Falk's goal.
Absolutely fantastic move though by Suter.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Blues, man. I will say, with the amount of and I'm talking grade A chances in this game, the Blues could be winning this game 7-0. I mean,
I gotta go eat some Tums. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, with the amount of, like, we talk about the Blues, like, the finishing factor has been the issue, but man, oh man, with the chances that they've had in this game could be, this game could really, really be like 6 goals for the St. Louis Blues with the amount of chances that they've had. I apologize if I'm going to get close to this screen here, but I kind of want to look at some comments. Oh, you can't watch tonight's game? Yeah, sorry about hear about that, Ryan. I hope Thou House Should Not Be Named is on the board for the likes for this show. So when we go over likes again, I hope that I see your lovely name there, Ryan. So yeah, you're missing a good game, Ryan. I will say that Hofer's been good. Hellebuck has been outstanding. The Blues have missed some open nets. The puck has rolled off their sticks, but this could easily be a game where the Blues have 5 goals in the game. At least. I'd love to see this Suter chance because this Suter chance was a thing of beauty. Yeah, they're talking about it right now. I was going to reserve my judgment, but Berggren has been outstanding in this game. And Stenberg has been very, very good as well. Berggren, oh my goodness. Yeah, that was a thing of beauty. Berggren throws that puck to Suter, and Suter makes an absolutely outstanding move, and then the puck just slips off his stick and goes through the crease. Definitely should have been a goal for the Blues. Welcome back, guy.
Thank you.
I don't know. Were you back in time to see that pass, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, that. I was talking about how they were talking about it on the TV. I was reserving my judgment until the end because that was going to be something I talked about. But Berggren has been very, very good in this game. Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, Berggren has been very, very good in this game, and so has Stenberg.
Yeah, both of them have. I'll admit. I'll agree with you on that.
I mean, I think the whole team's been very good in this game. They've done a lot of good things. Yeah, I see. For me, that's one of the reasons why I don't like the Winnipeg Jets. They just they don't know the word adversity. Anytime, it's about time. I mean, about time. The Winnipeg Jets have this period. I know guys not doing well, but I've been very, very alert, and about time that the St. Louis Blues get a power play because the Winnipeg Jets have done nothing but dump the Blues players in this period the whole time, and nothing has been called. So Blues finally go on the power play. It took until 18 minutes, in the second period to call a penalty, but they finally get one. That's a dangerous play, though, man. Broberg goes into the post.
Oh yeah.
Jonathan Taves, not a good play by the veteran.
No.
Right there. Not a good play. That's a rookie move right there. That's not a veteran guy right there. You can't do that play. That's a dangerous play. I mean, it wasn't the leg, but you've seen guys like Steven Stamkos go into that post and break his leg. So man, Thomas has had some jump in this game. Thomas has been very good with getting that space, and he's making his own space. Man, the Blues are absolutely sharks.
This is one of the best second periods of the season.
Yeah. Ooh, Fowler tries to go right to Thomas. That was a good try. Yeah, the Blues, they look like a bunch of sharks smelling blood in the water right there. They really, really
Oh,
do.
Thomas should have fired that. Oh. Excuse me.
Oh, nice. Very, very, very good, man. Very, very good second period. And they go even right when the period ends. So Blues up 1-0 on the Winnipeg Jets.
Yeah.
They're going to be going into the third. So very good period. The Blues. Oh, Thomas just missed that breakaway. Just missed.
Yeah.
But yeah, so very good period. I mean, like I said, I think probably one of the better second periods for the Blues. But not much to go over in that one. You get your penalty that came over from the second, Justin Falk's penalty, and then you have the Cam Fowler penalty at 1:19 of the second period, and the Blues kill that off. And we go power playless for the rest of the period until Jonathan Taves makes a very bad play on Broberg with 18 minutes into the second period on Broberg, and they get a power play. But Thomas, he ends up getting the puck over to Justin Falk for Justin Falk's 8th of the season at 13:17 of the second period. So, very good period. Guy, what do you think, man?
Yeah. You know what, Justin? I'm gonna have to call it, man. I gotta go lay down. I'm sorry.
I can. I don't know if you end it. Will this still go? If I can, I mean, I can do it. Do you want me to continue this? Because I can. So
Yeah, I'll just come back because it won't. You can't end the show, so
Okay.
I have to end the show. So, but I gotta lay down. Maybe I'll come back. I'm just gonna let you go and do it. I do not feel good at all.
okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, unfortunately, Guy had to dip out, but hopefully we can get through the show. I'll try to pull up comments the best I can. I just want to continue the show because the Blues are having a good game. I don't want to cut the show short. Unfortunate situation. So, Blues obviously control the thing that matters the most in this game. 1-0 Blues on the goal front. The shots are 20 to 15 in favor of the St. Louis Blues. The block shots, the Blues have 8, while the Winnipeg Jets have 7. That's a very good stat. The Winnipeg Jets are getting their tips through. They are trying to funnel pucks to the net. The Blues are doing a pretty good job of keeping them to the outside. Hopefully that continues in the third. The hits, 17-10 in favor of the Winnipeg Jets. Generally, not as physical as a game as you'd expect, but Winnipeg leads that category. So, face-offs, the Winnipeg Jets are in winning this one 18-14. Not as bad as a differential as we've seen for the St. Louis Blues here in the last couple. So, I know they want to get that up a little bit. Both teams are 0 for 2 on the power play. But overall, generally just a good period of hockey. I think the Blues, like I said, I think they've played the best period, the best second period that they've had in a long time. So, John, I see your comment. Playing like Dallas, are you referring to they are playing like the Dallas game like they played against Dallas, or are you saying that they're playing like Dallas, like physically they're playing like Dallas, like they're playing stingy hockey, they're not giving up much? If you want to kind of elaborate, because I don't really know what you mean by play like Dallas. So, I want to go over the out of town scoreboard, as you will. The out of town scoreboard. The Florida Panthers pick up a win despite being down in that game to the LA Kings on home ice. They get it done 3-2 as your final regulation. The Utah Mammoth are currently up 2-1 at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit in the third period. There's 10 minutes left to go in that period. That's a big game for the standings because we don't need Utah getting any more points. Blues obviously up 1-0. Carolina is still up 1-0 on the Nashville Predators, and that is the end of the second. So they're going to be going into the third. And your late game matchup, which I would highly suggest you tune in for because it probably will be a good one, despite the hurting New Jersey Devils. New Jersey Devils will take on the Vegas Golden Knights in Las Vegas. That should be a very good matchup to watch. So, of course, after you tune into the Blues final period against the Winnipeg Jets, hopeful final period versus the Winnipeg Jets. So, I want to get get your guys' thoughts on what we're seeing in this game. Flood some comments in. Get some conversation going. I want to kind of garner some different topics. It's kind of hard to do this and just talk about it because I there's not much to say. I think the Blues have played an excellent game in this game. So.
Position and Blues took advantage. Great job by Robert Thomas to strip the puck. And then a perfect pass, and what a shot by Falk.
They're talking about it now. The goal for the Blues where Connor Hellebuck kind of sore spot in the playoffs last year, and kind of in general, Connor Hellebuck struggles sometimes to play that puck. He's definitely no Jordan Bennington with it when he's playing outside of the crease. He kind of puts his defenseman in a bad spot, which that's a good point. Buchnevich, gets the forecheck going. They turn over the puck, and Thomas picks it up and makes a great pass to Justin Falk for his 8th of the season. Justin Falk has been outstanding. He's been one of the brighter spots. I still think, although the scoreboard has favored Justin Falk in that aspect, I think Broberg has still been the most consistent Blues defenseman. But I'm very impressed with the breakout ability for the Blues in this game. They have really taken it to the Winnipeg Jets when it's coming out of the zone. They're not making as many defensive turnovers, which is great to see. Because the Blues have struggled with getting the puck out, and then when they get these extended shifts going, and they end up hurting themselves with these bad turnovers, but that has not cost them in this game. So that's very, very good to see. I think this would be a good time. I'm not getting any comments going on for this show right now, but I'm gonna kind of view how hockey world, St. Louis town is viewing this game right now. It's always interesting to read comments of what people think about the game that we're witnessing. So let me just take a gander on hockey Twitter real quick and see what Blues fans are saying about this game, because it is always an interesting topic. So, so had not too many comments on the 0-0 post for the Blues there, but let's see. Will we have any negative comments for the Justin Falk goal that was scored? So nope, we're getting some positives, so that's good. We're getting the typical Falcon, yeah. So now the big one is the second intermission, 1-0 Blues. Let's see what we're talking about here. Robert Thomas, if he could finish, I think that's true for most Blues cases. In this case, the Blues have struggled to finish their opportunities. They've had a lot in this game. This game, like I said, could easily been 5-0. If the Blues scored, but I'm seeing some comments about I'm still having trauma from last year, which is understandable considering what this team did in Game 7. But hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us in this one.
Spectrum One includes a line of mobile for 1 year. It's only logical we help you dominate everywhere else too. So easy. It's only the seamless connection you love at home, everywhere you go. That's right. It's only everything.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Flight by Yingling. Raise the bar.
How do you measure success? Is it a number? A record? A headline? Is it what you take? Or is it what you give? How do you know when you made it? How do you know when
Let's see.
Well, I'll let you know when I get there.
Eliana, welcome to the show. It is just me for right now. My co-host's not feeling very well right now, so hopefully he will be back. But I'm not very familiar with your name, so I don't know if you are a new listener, but I appreciate you tuning in. Tell us about yourself. Are you a Blues fan? Are you a fan of a different team? Kind of give us a little bit of insight. I'd love to know, because I'm not very familiar with your name in here. Ryan, the guy is not feeling well. His GERD and his kind of stomach not feeling very well. He's gonna try to be back. It may just be me for the third period, but it's a lot of downtime. I'm not getting a lot of comments, so I'm hoping that maybe I can garner some interest and garner some comments and maybe get a little bit of a discussion going on in this intermission, because it's tough, because I went over everything for the Blues. The stats look good. The Blues look good in this game. Hopefully they can keep it up, but and not much to talk about outside of the two periods. Once the Blues get going here, then we can, we'll have a little bit more to discuss. So they're talking about that. That's a great point about Hofer. Hofer's been very good rebounding after allowing like 2 weak goals in the last game um, against the Nashville Predators. So it's good that he is kind of rebounding very nicely against a good team in Winnipeg. I mean, I wouldn't say a good team. I would say a team that's underperforming right now. I would say, for the most part, outside their first line. Eliana, welcome. Yeah, one of our technical, like not official, but Vitaly's Hideaway, great place, great food, great staff, fantastic people out there in Warden, Illinois. Definitely recommend going and checking out Vitaly's Hideaway for sure. But yeah, of course, Eliana, the score is 1-0 in favor of the St. Louis Blues. Blues are playing very good. It's one of their better performances of the year. It's up there with the Dallas game, in my opinion, the Edmonton game, a few other games that I'm kind of drawing a blank on, but very good performance. But 1-0 Blues. Hofer's been good, like I said, despite giving up the 2 weak ones last game. But Ryan, yeah, the Jets, Ryan. The Jets are a team. I'm not a big Jets guy. I'm really not, and for you who has watched the show pretty consistently, you probably know that I am not a big Jets guy. I think the Jets are a very overrated team, and I know Guy hates when I talk about that, and I'm not positive on the Jets, but the Jets in my mind are a one-line team. They're a team that if you can shut down their top players, then you're in good success. As we're seeing in this game, the top line for the Winnipeg Jets has been quiet in this game. But they have generated some offense for the Winnipeg Jets. They've been the only line to do that. So hopefully they can continue to shut them down. But Winnipeg, I'm not surprised that they're 15-15. They're a team that realistically, in my mind, did worse in the offseason than better. Most people were high on the Winnipeg Jets. I am not so high on them, but you were cooked there, Eliana. And forgive me if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. I would assume that's what your name is there. So you were cooked there. Great food. You guys did, I should say, you did a fantastic job, and they still do a fantastic job there at Vitaly's Hideaway for sure. Vitaly's Hideaway, like I said, an unofficial, kind of official sponsor of the show. Definitely recommend. Great people over there and fantastic food. I've never been to Vitaly's Hideaway. When we had our live show there, a month or two ago now, they were nothing but generous people. I really enjoyed it, and I was very pleasantly surprised about what I was able to witness while I was there. So, very cool to have you on. If you're a new listener of the show, of course, give a like, share, subscribe. We greatly appreciate it, and we love having new people coming on the show. So, like I said, I don't know. I'm not very familiar if you've been in here before. You might have been, and I might have just missed it. But yeah, sounds Italian. What, Vitaly's Hideaway sounds Italian. I'm not sure about the origin behind Vitaly's Hideaway, or I don't know if you mean I'm sounding Italian or if Vitaly's Hideaway sounds Italian. But the Winnipeg Jets are a team that got the President's Trophy, cup, but the thing is they overexceeded. In my mind, they overexceeded. Hellebuck had a fantastic year. Hellebuck is a main reason why this Winnipeg Jets team is staying afloat most seasons. I think if they didn't have Hellebuck, that team is in a sinking ship. So Yeah, the food place. Yeah. Uh, what do you mean, Elliot? Do they do? What do you mean? Do they do games there? Like, do they have the games on the TV, or if you're referring to if they have the games on the TV? Yeah, yeah, they do put the games on there at Vitalis. If you mean like our show, yeah, we did a live show out there where we watched the game live, and then we did our predictions show there as well. But we're underway for the third period here. Hopefully, the Blues can, like I said, gain some of that momentum from a good second period and continue it, because I don't want to see another demoralizing, heartbreaking loss. But Ryan, Sister JJ, yeah, that is right. They were Vitalis Hideaways on Bar Rescue. That is correct. Sorry I forgot to mention that. Of course. Yeah, let's not throw that into the air, Ryan. I'm not really all that there with you to throw that out in the air. For me, if they can play the way that they played in the first two periods, I don't have any uh nervousness about them closing out the game. See, the thing is most people do have the nervousness, and I think it's there, but I'm not as nervous when it comes to the Blues closing out games. I get it's been a very massive struggle for them, but I'm a little bit more optimistic and a little bit more positive than most. So that's why when I see negativity, I kind of call it out, because for me, I don't like just all negativity. Like, you can be negative and you can be constructive and you can be uh complaining about something, but you got to have some positives in there. You can't just be negative all the time. If you're going to be negative all the time, then just don't watch the games. Don't watch, period, because you give when you just comment negativity all the time, you give Blues fans a bad name. Be frustrated, be constructive criticism nist, or whatever you want to call it, and that's fine. But don't just be negative all the time, because it makes fan bases look bad. It makes you look bad when you're negative all the time. Oh, very good. Very good chance by Dvorsky. Dvorsky again getting another opportunity to get a chance on net there. Blues create a 2-on-1. Another great play. The Winnipeg Jets are being very, very careless with their defensive strategy in this game, I will say. Scoring chances are currently 20-18 in favor of the Blues. Justin Falk being very physical there in the corner. I like that. I like to see that from Justin Falk. He just pushes off the Winnipeg Jet player very, very quickly. Uh-oh. There we go. Blues kind of have a little bit of an issue clearing that puck, but then they eventually get it out. Hofer playing the puck again. Hofer's been outstanding at playing this puck tonight. Yeah, I will say, Ryan, yeah, Dvorsky needed the opportunity to play daily. And Dvorsky's a guy that has been getting better and better. He really has been. And I think that it's going to be very hard for me or anyone to dispute Dvorsky should go back down to the AHL. I think Dvorsky has officially probably earned his spot as a St. Louis Blue, and I don't think that he should lose it. Dvorsky is a top 10 pick for the Blues in the first round. You can't. He's got to play. He's got to play in the NHL, and there's no other option. He needs to play in the NHL. It's the NHL, or you need to get rid of him and put him or get a trade for him and send him somewhere where he can and get an asset back for him. Because if Dvorsky's not playing in the NHL at number 10 in the first round, then you're not doing it right. The development's not right. Oh, Stenberg to Shin. Very, very good chance. Again, just missed. Man, the Blues, this is the best offensive performance that we've seen as from a pressure standpoint for the Blues in quite a while. They've had some breakout performances. They had a great offensive game in Montreal. But as for a game where they have been pressure, and offense, this is the game that they have been very, very good in. And one of the best offensively that they've been in quite a while. Very good play by Parayko to get that puck out. The Blues transition game from, there's a few times, like I said, you're not going to have a lot of games where you see a perfect performance every night. You're going to have mistakes, even in a good game. But the transition for the Blues from their own zone to the neutral zone, then transitioning into the offensive zone has been outstanding in this game. I mean, they've been so good in all three zones. I mean, they have not given up like anything to the Winnipeg Jets. The opportunities that the Jets have piled up in this game have been from shots from the point trying to go for deflections. So you're doing something right. The Winnipeg Jets are just trying to get anything going. Very good. Hofer with another save there. Pretty routine save. Really no blocking there. Or no screen there. Very good save by Hofer again on the wraparound. Nice play. Very good pressure leading to a defensive turnover. Blues come out of the zone quick and easy. They get it dumped in. Do I miss it? I like the third jersey. For me, Ryan, there's not really a jersey that I hate. I mean, there's jerseys that are better than some, but as a Blues fan, I'm going to be a little homerish on this one. the Blues do a very, very good job on such a easy logo and scheme. The Blues have, I think, one of the better color schemes in the league. Uh, blue and yellow is an outstanding color scheme. There's a lot of good color schemes out there, but blue and yellow is very, very good. So I like the third jerseys. I don't have a problem with them. My thing is I understand what Guy was saying when he was talking about the rebrand and how it's too much of something could be too much, and how it loses its value. So like, take for instance, if you go to a restaurant and they serve a special that they only serve once a year, right? Say they take that special and they serve it every night, then it loses its value, right? It's less appealing when you have a special that is granted every night. So I get Guy's point about that, but I just like the rebrand so much. I thought the jerseys were excellent. Obviously, they're similar to the Winter Classic jerseys. They're a little different with the note being a little. All right, yeah, kind of froze on me for a minute, but as I was saying, right, the jerseys are very similar to the Winter Classic jerseys, but the borders are different. Obviously, the Blues don't have borders on the not. Most people were speculating there would be borders put on the jersey. They could do. I don't mind it. People said it looked cheap, looked fake. But I didn't mind it. I thought that the borders not being there was something unique. It's something different. I know that a lot of people may have the same kind of mentality that Guy had, that too much of something is too much. So I understand both sides, but I like the jerseys. I like the third jerseys as well. The darker blues is fine as well. I know a lot of people love the. I'm 26, so I know a lot of the older, fans for the Blues love the arch jerseys, the dark blue, and I understand the appeal to those. Me personally, I was actually someone who think that the Blues are going to have a third jersey. They're going to get rid of these third jerseys, and they're just, they're going to go into maybe a special jersey, maybe, or something. But Colton Parayko with a fantastic play to break up a breakaway opportunity for, I believe it was Kyle Connor. I think that the Blues may actually do a third jersey, and they might actually go with a darker blue, a navier blue. I don't know if it's going to be like a crazy, like dark blue, like navy, like we saw in those jerseys with the arch, but I think that they're going to do definitely dark. Very good save by Hofer with some puck bounce on. Yeah, the Jets are very, very much going for a lot of garbage. They're really looking for some greasy goals. Yeah, I can see that. I love the aways. I think the aways were great. I think a lot of people didn't like that it was so white, but I thought that they're fantastic. I do think, me personally, I'm with you. I think that they're one of the best. I think they're definitely one of the best in the NHL. I think that the Blues have probably, obviously it's going to sound homerish, but I think the Blues have probably the best away jersey in the league, if I'm honest. Um, there's some good ones in there, but the Blues, I love the third jer like or not the third. The I love the little logos they have, the STL, um the treble clef, uh I believe it's a trombone that makes the arch, and the Missouri, the river, and I love what they did with the rebrand. I thought it was excellent. And then again, you look at someone like the Blues do it perfectly, but then you look at someone like the Carolina Hurricanes, who rebrand every it feels like every season. It feels like the Carolina Hurricanes rebrand and try to do something different every season. And man, oh man, their away jerseys are hideous. I do not like their away jerseys. They're hideous. Yeah, you never understood the Bruins logo. Yeah, it's a classic logo, and I understand, and I actually do think that their rebrand actually it looks pretty good in my opinion. The spoke, the spoke wheel, the B. I don't mind it. I love the bear. The bear logo for the Bruins is awesome. I just think that there's a lot of history, but this is why I say the Blues do such a good job with their jerseys and presentation and anything that they do. They have such a simplistic color scheme and a simplistic logo, but what they do with it is they capitalize and they maximize that little bit of uh, room that they have, and they do an excellent job at it. So, yeah, you like the bear too. Yeah, the bear is very good. The bear is very good. I apologize that I cannot bring up your comments. I appreciate Ryan uh, talking, getting some garnering some conversation. It's hard to just talk to the camera and not get any engagement. Get some different topics. We're back from commercial break though. The Blues and Winnipeg. Blues up still 1-0. Blues have still had some good chances in this game. I believe there is, once the time shows on there, I will give you the time. There's 9:30 to play in the third period. So Torpchenko, there's that Russian speed right there. The Russian torpedo, as they say. Ooh, very good try. Thomas, you can feel Thomas, man. He's definitely a man on a mission tonight. You feel it. Looked excellent in this game. Oh, it's definitely challenging, Ryan. It's not an easy task, and I never have come on here and said it's easy. It's just it is a tough thing to come on here and talk when you're not getting conversation and topics from the audience. It's hard to come up with things to talk about. I can come up with some things, talk about the game. It's easier when they're playing because then you can talk about what's going on in the game. But when you're trying to fill in the filler for the breaks and the intermissions after you go over everything you need to talk about, it's tough. Very good cover by Holfer. Blues standing up for Holfer and getting in there and clearing the Nemestikov from the net. Yeah. Not much. They do turn over the puck. Blues turn over the puck behind the net, but not much. Or Hofer throws the puck. Nemestikov, picks it, but doesn't really get much of a chance. Kind of just jamming at the side of the net. Hofer gets it covered pretty quickly. Yeah, you know what, guy does this, and he does a fantastic job at what he does. And sometimes you just don't feel good. Sometimes you just need to walk away, and that's okay. He walked away, and I'm gonna try to finish this. I wish I was able to pull up comments and do everything, so I have to kind of manually go in and look at the comments, and then not pull them up. But hopefully it's sufficient enough for people that are watching. But I appreciate you commenting, Ryan. Appreciate that. So yeah, there actually Curbs and Joey brought up a good point. The Blues, not a terrible stat line after the second period, but they were only winning by 4. But the Blues have not won a faceoff in this period. So does that come back to bite them in the end? We'll find out. But they definitely want to get more faceoff wins in this period. They've done a good job keeping this game relatively in check, but they need to start winning some faceoffs. Good shot there. Hellebuck with a save. Like it. Shot first mentality. Get the puck on net. Very good play by Broberg. Broberg and Iafallo go tumbling into the wall there in the corner. Great defensive play there by Broberg. Good clear. Definitely don't want to get into a defensive mindset. You don't want to be passive. Passive is not good. Blues have about 5:45 left in the third period. Can the Blues hang on and get it done? We shall find out. Shots are currently 26-22 in favor of the Blues. Blues have done a good job on the shot count. The thing that the Blues have, that most people have, got on the Blues about, despite the Blues getting a lot of shots in the first part of the season, was the shot count. The Blues have held the shot count in this game for the whole game, but the thing that's been more impressive is the Blues have been keeping teams to a low shot count. I don't know the number by heart, but the last time we talked about it, the Blues were only averaging 27 shots against per game. So they were doing well keeping teams low on the shot count, which is impressive because, like we talk about, the Blues were a team that was easily over 30 shots against. So they're doing a good job on that front. We kind of got some jumbo in lines. Very good save by Hofer. Very, very good save. And a 2-on-1 for Robert Thomas. Overpassing there, but Hofer with a fantastic save leading to a 2-on-1. Blues don't capitalize. Yes, we will be 1 point ahead of them, and Chicago is not playing tonight. So Chicago, we would pass Chicago as well. So we would jump 2 teams tonight if we can keep them without a point tonight, which would be huge. We got 3:30 left in the third period. It's coming crunch time. Eventually, we're going to start to see Hellebuck getting to the bench. Very good. Pareko not just dumping the puck down for an icing. Oh, Pareko goes hard into the boards. That's a yeah. Yeah, they're Winnipeg is getting frustrated. You can see it. There needs to be a Blues power play out of this. One, Pareko gets taken down, hard into the boards. Shin, they come in. Bush gets tripped. I believe it was Bush in front there, gets tripped. And then Shifley wants to play tough guy, and he comes and slashes Shin, and Blues are getting the power play after all that. But yeah, there was 3 instances where there could have been a call. Thankfully, the Blues are going on the power play, so this is a big one. Blues can capitalize and put this game away with a goal if they can score. So we shall see when they come back. It'll be the last commercial break of the game. So. Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in, Ryan, because no one expected the St. Louis Blues to be as inconsistent as they are. Most Blues fans expected this team to be very good and turning a new leaf of the retool and retooling on a fly and really bringing it together. But I thought for the most part, if the Blues can get consistent, they'll be fine. I mean, I truly believe that this team is a team with a bunch of good players on it. They're a good team that has played inconsistent. They're not a bad team that's just bad. They're just a good group of guys that is underperforming. So, we got to see that consistency because there is teams that have games in hand on St. Louis. So they really need to get their game going. Yeah, I think most Blues fans expected us to be over 500 for most of the year. I mean, for sure. I mean, with the run that you had in last season going into the playoffs, I think most people expected you to be over 500. I mean, well over 500. But fact of the matter is this has been a weird year. It's not just been a weird year for the St. Louis Blues. It's been a weird year for the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's been a weird year for the Anaheim Ducks. I mean, the Anaheim Ducks I knew would be better, but they're leading the Pacific Division as far as I can recall. Since the last time I looked at stats, they were leading the Pacific Division. So it's been a weird year for not just the St. Louis Blues. Every team has been very weird this year. The Boston Bruins. No one expected the Boston Bruins to be very good. They're over-exceeding expectations as well. But we're back now from break. The Blues are on the power play. Hopefully, this will kill off most of the clock. The Blues need to get the puck and really hone in on getting that zone time. Very good stick by Brother. The Blues need to clean this up. This is not good. That is one of the better chances for the Jets right there. Scaring the Blues fans a little bit. Miscommunication there. Pareko and I believe might have been Bush ran into each other. They really need to get this in the zone and really wear down the Jets so they can't get an opportunity to score with the empty net. We got 1:25 left. Blues have 30 seconds on the power play. Justin Falk finally gets the puck in the zone. This has not been a good power play, but so Blues have possession now. Suter. Okay, now we got some zone time. 10 seconds left on the power play, so Not much time to work with, but if they can keep the puck in the zone, Winnipeg can't pull the goalie. Very good try. The Winnipeg Jets are full strength now. Blues are changing. This is good, though. The puck's still in the zone. Doing a very good job keeping the puck in the zone is Suter. That's a joke. Logan Stanley comes in and absolutely levels Pius Suter in the back. And that needs to be a penalty. First of all, it was a coincidental. Logan Stanley needs to get the extra. First of all, he needs to be thrown out of the game. First off. So so the Winnipeg Jets are showing exactly why. First of all, I don't like the Winnipeg Jets. They're showing exactly why adversity for the Winnipeg Jets doesn't exist in their vocabulary. Stanley deserves to be kicked out of this game. Absolutely boneheaded play. Suter's in his own fight, and Stanley absolutely cross-checks Suter in the back. Absolutely boneheaded play. Logan Stanley is the biggest goof I've ever seen. So, I get it. Physical hockey. I'm not saying that. I love physical hockey. That's a boneheaded play. Suter's in his own fight, and what does he do in this game? He decides to cross-check a guy right in the back from behind. Suter's not even paying attention to him. He comes up and cross-checks him. It should be a power play for the St. Louis Blues. And Stanley should be kicked out of this game. Absolutely. And I don't think that that's going to happen. I don't think Stanley gets kicked out of this game. I don't think that they did it. I could be wrong, but as far as I know, I don't see two Winnipeg Jets. Okay, yeah, the Blues. Okay, so the NHL does properly, and they give the Blues a power play. So this will be the end of the game if the Blues can hang on. 41 seconds. Blues have a power play. Minnesota, I think, ran away with the third in the division. They're 35 points. I mean, you're talking about Minnesota. Minnesota is a team that is Jekyll and Hyde as well. They start the season bad. They pick it up in the end. Don't think that the Minnesota Wild are some juggernaut because they haven't shown it in the playoffs. They clearly don't care. But I'm glad that the Blues come out of this with a power play. They deserved a power play in this game, with that play especially. That Stanley play was an absolutely boneheaded play. That is a joke of a play. So Blues have a power play. I don't know why the faceoff is outside of the zone, but whatever. Oh, great pass. Great play by Bush. There you go. Yeah, screw him. Just take the puck. Stuck in the net. Hellebuck stuck in the net. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Very, 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 very great game for the St. Louis Blues. Hofer gets another shutout on the season. Wasn't overly tested in this game. There was a few chances. But the Winnipeg Jets, they did exactly what they tried to do in Game 7. And the only difference in this game was the Winnipeg Jets didn't get the bounces that they got in the Game 7. So they looked to try to throw the puck on and get some lucky bounces, and it didn't work out for them. So St. Louis Blues get the 1-0 shutout victory. Very good. Very boneheaded mistake by Logan Stanley, though. That guy is an absolute goof.
I think this is our first 1-0 win on the season.
Yeah. Minnesota, if you follow Minnesota at a pretty decent standpoint, the Minnesota Wild are a team that struggle in the beginning. They hit a rough patch, and then they usually strike fire, and then they'll go on a heater, and then they'll lightly fall off a bit. They'll go into the playoffs. Last year they had a good fight against Vegas. They probably could have beat Vegas because Vegas did not play how Vegas expected they should play.
Well, I mean, it comes tomorrow, man. Right now, the game now has more
they end up losing anyways. So,
can you hear me?
So we're getting our 3 stars of the game here.
Hey, can you hear me? Justin, can you hear me?
Suter gets the 3rd star. Love the gumption of that guy. I love that guy. Very good player. So Justin Falk with the 2nd star of the game. I would assume that Joel Hofer is the 1st star of the game. Like I said, I don't think he was heavily tested in this game, but very good game nonetheless. Okay, well, it's kind of weird right now. Guy is loading in. Mary's saying that she can hear him. Ryan's saying he can't. I'm only looking at a frozen screen, so you might have to come back in, Guy, if you can hear me. I don't know if you can hear me.
Can you hear me? Hello? Hello.
So 5th career shutout for Hofer, 3rd career, a 3rd shutout this season. So he's had 3 of the 5 this year. So very good.
No, some are seeing or hearing me.
Okay, well, maybe I'll go out.
Can you guys see and hear me okay? Sorry, I don't feel good today, man. My stomach is really, really bad. I just popped in. I mean, it was a good win. I didn't get to watch the 3rd period. I kind of just laid on the couch and followed it on my phone. Yeah, I can hear you now. Here we go.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm good now.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why. I was just loading on your side, so I guess you were here, but it wasn't working. But yeah, I guess it was on my side. But yeah, Scary, thank you for that. I that's good that you guys were telling me they can hear him. But yeah, Chris Stanley is an idiot. That was a absolutely boneheaded play.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't get to watch the 3rd period, so I didn't see what happened. I kind of just followed it on my phone. I'm sorry, but I don't feel good at all. My stomach is really, really wrong.
You're good. I felt like we did good for what we had to do. We got some comments. I believe we had. I don't know if she's been in here before, but we had Eliana, who was actually a cook at Vitali's Hideaway.
Okay.
So I don't know if she's been in here before, but she was in here, so that was good. And we had Ryan comments, which I appreciated. But yeah, you'd have to go back. I'm sure, Guy, that it will be up eventually because whatever he did in this game, that was an absolutely boneheaded play by Stanley. Pete Suter was in his own battle with the Winnipeg Jets, and Logan Stanley has nothing to do with Suter, and Suter's has his back turned to the Winnipeg Jets player that he is kind of scruffing it up with. And Logan Stanley, as hard as he can, cross-checks Suter right in the back from behind. Suter doesn't see this coming. Very dangerous play. And so it's just ridiculous. So I hope that you see it eventually.
according to Scary, Justin handled it fine without you, to be honest. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Any guests for the Ranger game? Possibly. Matt
Yes,
may be here. I don't know for sure yet.
I want to say this now. Yes, Matt from Instigator Hockey will be here. He has confirmed that he wants to do the game tomorrow. So, yes, he will be here. I don't know if he'll do the whole game, but he will be on. So, look forward to that.
That sounds great. Hey, man, we're going to go ahead and just end the show because I need to get the TV turned off and, we're not going to do our thing. We'll just tell everybody we'll see him tomorrow.
Yeah, like I said, closing thoughts, great game by the Blues. This is up there for the performance against Dallas, the performance against Edmonton. That's the only thing I'll say on it. Guy, I know you're not feeling well. Hope you feel better. Hope you're more energized for tomorrow's game. But let's go Blues, baby.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, man. Hopefully I feel better. Thanks, guys.